With 2025 BMW X3 M50i around the corner, I found these three things on the outgoing 2023 X3 M40i that would make this car so much better and more unique. Hey, listen, we had this car for 11 months now and put 10,000 miles on it, and it's been a blast to drive it. I'll be making a separate video of my ownership experience of this X3 M40i. So this car has a really good performance of punchy B58 engine with really cool cold starts in the morning. It has really good room for 5 people and it's very fuel efficient. I even made a video where I showed 32 miles to the gallon on a highway for this powerful 382 horsepower engine. But for now, let's talk about these three things that I think would make this car even better. The issue number one is run flat tires. It's not an issue with the car itself, but more with the BMW equipping car with adaptive M suspension with run flat tires. Now, I already made a video on this, and these are regular Michelin tires, and this is not just my opinion, but after owning this car for 4,000 miles, I couldn't take it anymore and I put regular tires. Now BMW, stop putting run flat tires on the car with adaptive M suspension that has a shorter travel suspension. That completely ruins the driving experience, especially on regular city roads when you want to have a comfortable and not jittery car. The issue number two is firm seats. I found the seats to be a bit firm, especially in city streets and highway. Now, while the Sensatec seats look pretty good, they're actually much better quality than the previous versions. And I know you can upgrade to premium seats as well, but I think BMW X3 can totally benefit from seats that have more cushion, even in their base configuration, kind of like what BMW X5 has with the Sensafin. I know that's a more expensive model, but just adding more cushion would totally benefit this car. And for issue number three, we're gonna go for a quick drive because it has to do with suspension. Yes, BMW, I found suspension on this car to be a bit firm than I think it should be to make it even more unique. Now, I know many of you will be like, hey, why did you even get X3 M40i? You should have bought X3 30i. Well, let me explain this. X3 M40i is quite unique for the fact that it has this B58 engine. It's a heavier car, it feels more premium, and of course it's a blast to drive with its really powerful engine. Oh, by the way, if we put it in sport, that's my sport individual mode. Cannot go really fast here, but this car just activates. I mean, you can drive it normally and then all of a sudden you can just, and then it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. So, but let me tell you this, I think the suspension in this car is a bit firmer than it should be. Like I hear a lot in forums, people say, oh, I would love to have a comfort of X3 30i but the engine of X3 M40i, and to me that would be a perfect combination. And to solve that, there are two ways. Either BMW increases that band, you know, of having on one way comfortable suspension, and on the other hand having sporty suspension, right? Either they retune their M Sport suspension or they add an option of air suspension. And I know it is 100% possible because cars like Porsche can do it. Porsche can do it. Porsche puts air suspension on their GTS Macan, where they can make the car super fun, aggressive to drive, and at the same time, when you put it in comfort mode, it would be a super comfortable cruiser. I've driven even base Macan, where I even found it a bit boring on the city drives, but Macan S, Macan GTS, I'll try to bring Macan S on the channel, not even with air suspension, and it is very comfortable to drive. That's what's incredible about Porsches. And I think BMW is already refining this car year after year, and I see the refinement and I hear people talking about these refinements, but I think they should make this car more comfortable on the city roads without run flat tires and keep the same sportiness in, you know, Sport Plus, most aggressive mode. It would totally benefit from this. What happens is that when you drive in the city, when you drive over imperfections at the slower speeds, Now it's not as jittery like it was with run flat tires, but it still kind of rocks, it still kind of responds because it's a short travel suspension. It's supposed to respond this way. When you drive it on highways, when you drive it at higher speeds, it's absolutely fine. Another thing to note, guys, this is a crossover. This is still a family sport SUV, right? Or SAV, how they call it now. Meaning you're still gonna bring people with you. So in the front seat, in the rear seats. So the comfort is important, even though it has adaptive AM suspension. So if you wanna build even more unique car, then I think it's a must to have this. It's a must to have a bit more comfort while keeping all this sporty, fun stuff for us. So I hope you found value in this video. It's a very quick, short video. I just wanted to express these 3 things. If BMW can add it in their X3 M50i that is upcoming, we already saw some design elements, but if these things are improved, then I think this car will be even more unique and even more desirable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, and this is my favorite Tampa Avenue, where I have a lot of imperfections and little potholes and bumps, and overall it does fine. You know, response fine. It has a little bit of the gliding motion, means suspension has the premium tuning to it, but still it can have more comfort, and it will benefit from having more comfort, literally like what X3 30i has.